Hey Capricorn, welcome to your January 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I would like to say as well that if you're wanting to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website. From there, of course, you can see the different reads that I have to offer and also book a read. And I'm still running the sale, by the way, too. So let's see here, Capricorn, what's going on with you? You did pull the Ace of Wands here for your overall energy. So a lot of you Capricorns are wanting to begin new things here. Ace of Wands is all about new passionate beginnings. It's where you just feel encouraged or you feel more passionate toward doing something new, starting something new, or just taking a different approach to something here. But the Ace of Wands does deal with energy. Right, so it can give motivation, it can give passion, drive. And that does make a lot of sense. Right now, you have Mars in Cancer that's opposing you in the astrology. So yeah, it's like Mars is looking directly at you in the face and being like, hey, like, you know, we need to start taking action. We need to start doing things here. All right. Yeah, I definitely get that you're ready for change here. I mean, the World card being in the challenge for you, and I'm going to show you the cards here in a moment. I just want to pull the full spread. But the World card being in the challenge is symbolic of new beginnings that are trying to happen, trying to close out old cycles, old chapters. And the Magician is your advice, which is the instigation of change. It's like manifesting something new. So let's see here. Or getting started or continuing at least the beginning process here of something that's going on. You pulled the Moon here. It says perception. This makes a lot of sense. We just had the full moon in Cancer, right? It was with Mars retrograde, and it was opposed you. So it was your full moon. And so some things could have come up in regards to your relationships, your personal life, family life. I'm even hearing, it could also be your career and work, but it could also be, I'm hearing something about moving, and I'm seeing something here about moving here as well. Or relocating, or maybe settling into something new here. So, and you know, emotions for you at this time with the Moon card coming out can be heightened, right? This card also says perception. So what you're giving your attention to the things that you're perceiving, like we can perceive negative, right? We can choose to perceive negative, or we can choose to perceive positive. It's like, it's all in our perception, but whatever it is that you're feeding, if you're feeding negative, it's sincere that you're going to feel more negative. If you're feeding positive, then I see you feeling more positive here. All right, let's see. You pulled this birth of creation, says potential growth. Yeah, so I knew there was something new here, right? I knew it was something new. Also, too, something that you are preparing. This card also does deal with protection, like making sure that you're protecting it. From what? I'm not sure, but just being aware how certain things could influence what you're doing. And you also pulled this family card. So I did pick that up slightly when I was talking about, you know, the full moon being in Cancer. Cancer is an archetype that does deal with the family. So you may have a family, or you could have a community, or maybe it's soul family here. But the root chakra, it's like feeling rooted and grounded in something that is nurturing and providing, that gives you structure and that gives you a firm foundation of operation, right? To be able to thrive. Healthy roots, right? Create healthy fruits. So I can't remember, I think it was Sag. If you have Sag in your chart, I'd watch the Sagittarius reading, because there is something, Sag got something about moving, and you kind of have the same similar energy. But the analogy I used in that video was, you know, when you've outgrown, it's like when a plant outgrows a pot, and so you have to replant it in a bigger pot. And that's kind of what I'm getting here for you, is like you've outgrown something. And so now it's time to plant yourself somewhere new. You have the High Priestess here in the position of the good stuff here happening for you for the month. And this card has a lot to deal with the perception aspect of the Moon card that we pulled right here. Because the High Priestess deals with awareness. It's subtle awareness. That's why it deals with clairvoyancy, or psychic ability or psychic phenomenon, impressionability. So what you're sensing at this time, you could be, your consciousness is expanding. So there's newer things coming into your awareness, which is a good thing, which is why you have the Sun card here in your hopes and fears. Because I feel like what you're wanting is growth. What you're wanting is to become more conscious, right? Or just growth in general, more happiness, more freedom, more liberation. But I would say with this High Priestess here, the High Priestess can be to where you're receiving these answers, like these intuitive messages or these intuitive answers, and I will listen to them because I feel like they're guiding you here. So the High Priestess does a lot with intuitive wisdom. So I think you're getting the intuitive directions here this week, or for the month, that will help you here, guide you here. And also the High Priestess is something new is being created. It's actually the womb, the cosmic womb. And you also have birth of creation here, which is an egg. So there's something new behind the scenes. There's something that's shaping up. That's a good thing here for you. You have the Ace of Wands here for the overall energy. Like I said, Ace of Wands is the spark of creation of something new, right? So something new and passion is happening for you, or you're feeling new and passion. You're feeling newly passionate about something that you want to do. You have the Sun card here in the position of your hopes and fears. Yeah, I just think, honestly, I just feel like you're just reaching for happiness. You're trying to pursue the things that will make you happy with the Sun card. It's very easily put. I think also too, you're hoping for positive growth, positive expansion. Also freedom and liberation here, because you do have the Eight of Wands in your current energy, which is a card of freedom, right? Which is a card of self-expression, ambition. Also a card of moving and traveling. So I do pick up some type of moving and traveling here. And even if it's not moving and traveling, it's just momentum. So there's this energy here to where there's new lofty, broad things that you're thinking about that you would like to strive toward, right? So that can manifest as traveling, or that can manifest as moving, or that can manifest as new goals, new ambitions. You have the World card here in your challenge, and then you have the Magician as your advice. Yeah, and the World card is like closing out a chapter and beginning a new one, right? It's time to do something new, to step into a new world. And the Magician is the instigation of transformation, or the instigation of change. So the Magician's like, it's like getting started. Actually, the Magician is a card of, it's like a call to urgency in the advice. It's like, instead of waiting, it's like, use the momentum, use the energy here that is surging through you at this time to get started on things. Or use the energy continuously just to manifest. But also the Magician could be like focusing and concentrating, right? Because it is Mercury. The Magician is the archetype of Mercury, and Mercury does have to do with concentration. You can also say Mars as well, but Mercury, how the intellect functions, how we're able to put the things together, work on things, right? Solutions and all that other stuff. You have the Two of Swords here in the future position. I think there's something here that you're going to need time to think about. I don't think it's anything bad, by the way. I think with this Two of Swords, for one, I see you being in a peaceful, balanced energy here, in a peaceful state. But I do think there is something here that you're trying to decide, or that you're debating on, or possibly waiting on even. It doesn't seem to me like it's a downer or something bad. It's actually giving you time here to, it's like time's your ally here in this situation, is what I feel, like toward the future. So it's like things are taking time, but it's like, it's a good thing. You have the Nine of Pentacles here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles says it's time to take, especially with the World card being in the challenge and the Sun card, the success that you have gained over the years, or just the improvements or the progress you've made. It's like taking that and building upon it, but doing something bigger. That would be, something to be aware of. It's like, you don't have to scrap everything with the World card and start over, or, let go of everything. Nine of Pentacles says, no, take the things here that are blessings in your life, right? Keep those and build on them here. You have the Four of Wands here in the outcome, which is celebration and victory, success. So something's being built and coming together in a positive way here for you, in a concrete way. So we'll see what that is. Let's go ahead and clarify. Clarify the High Priestess here in the position of the good stuff. Also, the High Priestess does deal a lot with receiving. So you could be receiving something. Let's see what this is. Well, no, I think you have the Magician. So the good thing here that's happening, because if you actually take a look at it, the Magician, the Magician is number 1, right? And then the High Priestess is 2 in the Major Arcana. So, and you already have the Magician as your advice here. So something here that's a good thing is it's actually kind of reminding me of Neptune energy, and also North Node in Pisces, where Neptune is. That the High Priestess would be in the position of the good stuff, your imagination, your intuitive faculties at this time. You can lean on these things, and also too, you can allow yourself to be more idealistic. So creativity and intuitive direction is what I see as a good thing happening for you. And the Magician's like channeling our energy into the field and manifesting and working with the subtle energies. Clarify the Ace of Wands for the overall energy. You have the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, I just feel this is emotional passion. This has a lot to deal with, the full moon that was just in Cancer, but also Mars in Cancer that's retrograde. It's very Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Mars is fire, it's hot, right? Queen of Cups is Cancer, right? Water. So there's this emotional passion, new emotional passion here, or just more emotional passion for something. Clarify the Sun card here in the position of your hopes and fears. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're hoping to accomplish, something big here for yourself, because the Four of Pentacles is Capricorn, and Capricorn does point to achievement, which this person is glad that he's achieved something. He's like very proud of it. And with the Sun cards, like what I think you're hoping for is to achieve your goals here. Four of Pentacles is when you put structures in place and you've executed on those structures and you've built something here for yourself that that gives you status, and that gives you influence, and that gives you power. So also I'm seeing here that you're hoping to gain more influence and power over your, or in your life here. Clarify some of you may be hoping to win something here as well. If that's the case, Four of Wands would be a good indication that, yeah, with it being in the outcome, that would be some type of victory. Clarify the Eight of Wands. You have the Four of Swords here. Yeah, one thing I'm seeing here is that now is actually a really good time for you to network and communicate and connect with others as much as you can, and expand your field of activity in regards to relationships here. And I think here, one thing too I'm seeing in your current energy is you could be sitting on a lot of great ideas, or daydreaming. I don't even say daydreaming, but it's more like active imagination. But I think Spirit's really wanting you to stay in motion. Stay in motion with what you're doing. Clarify the World card in your challenge. Because the one thing with Mars retrograde in Cancer is you don't feel like it. Mars is all about action, but Cancer likes its comfort. So that's why Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. So it's like having to face uncomfortable things. So you feel really hot and heavy to do something new, but it's like, fuck, I gotta step outside my comfort zone. It's gonna be kind of uncomfortable. And so you could procrastinate or even get complacent. So you just wanna make sure that you're keeping things steady, like you're keeping things in motion. Clarify the World card in your challenge. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and I would say, honestly, your challenge at this time is things related to work, career, money, status, and success. And I think right now you're hoping to obtain more for yourself, but I think there are newer things that you would like to do, newer things that you would like to strive toward, or just add upon with what you're doing, right? But the World card is when you've either accomplished something or you're on the verge of accomplishing something, so there's something new that will happen, or there's something new that you would like to step more into. Like, for instance, if you're a tarot reader, then you want to kind of go into do astrology. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to go step into the field of astrology. Right, and that would be something new. It's like you test yourself, you seek out more, like you put yourself in positions to grow. But the Magician, as your advice, is saying, like, you have the skills, the tools, and the resources as well here to get started on these things. And I think God is really wanting you to initiate these things, right? Initiate new things, or initiate here what you want to do. Clarify the Two of Swords in the future. You have the Ace of Wands. And you have the Ace of Wands again here in your reading. It's the overall energy, but it's also in the future position with the Two of Swords. And I would say here that Two of Swords can be on the fence, you know, having to figure out how you want to take action, or just needing to make a decision, or possibly waiting for a decision. If you're waiting for a decision, I see it going in your favor with the Four of Wands. Right? So that's what I see here. If you're waiting for a decision. But this could be you waiting to get started on something, and, you know, the Magician would say, you know, try not to take too long. You may kind of never get to it, or never get around to it if you don't do something soon. Clarify the Four of Wands here in the outcome. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Well, there it is, glory and success. And I knew there was something here. If you're competing for something, or you're hoping to obtain something or win something here, I do see you getting that here, or winning, being able to celebrate. There's success here. If you're waiting for good news, good feedback, I see it going well. Four of Wands, Six of Wands, it goes in your favor. But also, if this is you ready to instigate something new, right? Start something new here, I see you feeling empowered, Four of Wands, and happy with what you're creating, what you're building, which is adding to your confidence here with the Six of Wands and expanding your success. Clarify the Magician as the advice. You have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is about the intrinsic vision, like staying in alignment with your intrinsic vision, and, you know, putting your skills and your mind to use, right, to create that vision here. Ten of Cups is about the pursuing of something that is deeply meaningful for you. So I feel like Spirits wants you to get started and create things that are deeply meaningful, and also open up to the power of your imagination here as well. Like, allow yourself to be more idealistic. It's like, yes, be practical, but I think it's about being both. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Three of Wands here. This is in the position of something you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of. Yeah, Three of Wands says your ships have already come in the past. They've shown you and given you everything that you need. So Nine of Pentacles is, what are you going to do with what you have? Because even if it's small, right? Nine of Pentacles can be small things. It's like you could use these things here to continue growing, right? And seek out bigger things. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. But I definitely see you heading in a successful direction. But the Magician, Ten of Cups is everything. As your advice is getting started with things, focusing, concentrating, right? Using your tools and resources, but staying in activity. The Magician is activity. So that's what I got here for you, Capricorn. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link will be down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification bell as well. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. And yeah, if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Otherwise than that, I will see you later.